Alright boys, we are back, and it's time for the Calgary Flames to head into the third round. That's right, Calgary, top 4 in the NHL. Unbelievable season. It's gone from a successful season to an overachieving season, alright? Couldn't have asked for more. But you know what, even though we've gotten this far, it's only because, you know, you're coming off a series win. It feels good. Now we had the third round here, and we want to go farther, and we got a tough team, the St. Louis Blues. Look at that record. They managed 43 regulation wins, but they weren't first in the Western Conference. That was the Chicago Blackhawks. But the St. Louis Blues beat the Blackhawks. So, you know, are they even better? It's going to be hard to say. But we do have home ice advantage, so we should be able to win some games here, okay? I want to get off to an early start. But before we do that, we got to take a look at their lines. But before we do that, there was one comment in the last video saying that you guys wanted to take a look at the Toronto Maple Leafs lines because they've made it to the Final Four as well. You guys just wanted to see them, all right? So here we go. You got the first line, JVR, Garbajovsky, and Kessel. Not bad. Where's Joffrey Lupul? Oh, he might be injured. I guess Joffrey Lupul could be injured, or they traded him. Second line, McKegg, staged him when we traded him back for Kipper. Bozak, or with Kipper, sorry. Bozak, that second line's really weak. Third line, Bickle, Brule, and Colburn. It's not a bad third line, except for Bickle. Brule and Colburn would both be third liners. And then the fourth line, Armstrong, McClement, and Mike Komisarek. Man, doesn't look too special. I mean, Joffrey Lupul might be injured, right? And JVR and Kessel, they're both looking really good. My goodness, 89 and 88. So, I mean, you got two studs there. They can score goals, I guess. Defensively, oh yeah, look at their defensemen. Oh yeah, we have also taken away Morgan Riley, so they don't have that, but even still, their top 4 are all top 4 defensemen, and I think Dion Phaneuf would actually be listed as a top 2 defenseman. So they have a pretty good defensive core with some offensive threats. You know, I'm not saying they had, like, Phoenix had a better bottom 6 defenseman, but the Leafs have a really good defensive core. They have a few studs, and Jim Reimer, I mean, he's only 84, but so is Irving, right? And he's playing amazing. So he's listed as a starting goalie. So I can see why they're there. They're probably a really good defensive team that can keep the puck out of the net, and they can also score goals if Lupul was still on the team. And I didn't see Kadri in there either. Maybe he's injured as well. Year 3, he should be playing, I think. But whatever. Oh, what did I do? I meant to, we still have to look at the St. Louis Blues lineup. All right, so we've taken a look at Toronto. Now let's take a look at the team that we're facing here in the third round. So their first line, Perron, 84, Berglund, 83, and Stewart, 84. So that's really not that good. I mean, it's not bad because, you know, you look back at Phoenix, and Phoenix took us to the edge. But none of those players, I'd say, are listed as first liners. I'd say they're all really good second liners, but I think you got to be like at least an 85, 86 to be listed as a first liner. So it's not really a good first line if you compare it to our first line. Second line, Sabatka, Backus, and Oshie. That's a really good second line. Mid-83s. Yeah, they're all listed as second liners for sure. So, you know, their top 6, they have 6 second line players playing, which isn't bad, right? They have that depth, which isn't bad, but they don't have any of the studs. And if you compare them to our team, we have them covered. Third line, Steen, Smith, and D'Agostini. I'd say Steen and D'Agostini are both third liners. Steen might even be a second liner. Smith is not so much. And then the fourth line, Raymond, Neal, and Wojciechowski. Not a bad fourth line. So even though, like, to me, if you don't have any superstars, you need to have depth on your third and fourth. They have a depth, I guess, on the second and third, maybe. You know, the third is missing that center, but you know what? If you compare them to our offense, we have them covered everywhere. We really do. Our fourth line, fine. Maybe you could say it's a tie, but what's the fourth line going to do for you? We should be able to beat these guys if we were just looking at the offensive players. Defensively, okay, so they do have 2 studs there, Shattenkirk and Pietrangelo. I'd say Pietrangelo is a top 2. Shattenkirk might still be only a top 4, but he, like, power play-wise and penalty kill, these guys are always going to be out there. So that's definitely going to help them defensively. Second line is Kolyakovo and Cole, and they're probably both top 4 defensemen, and Russell and Polak are both top 6 defensemen. So they have everyone except for maybe Shattenkirk, who could be a top 2. But if you look at our defensive core, we only have top 4s as well. So that top 2 defenseman is hard to find. They definitely have a good defensive core, all right? And they have a better offensive core than Phoenix did. And their goalie, Yaroslav Halak, is 85. He's better than Irving. So I can see why they're a good team. All right, I can definitely see why they're a good team. Power play-wise, penalty kill-wise, they're going to have really good defensemen. Goaltender-wise, He's better than our goalie. And offensive players, their second and third line and fourth line are nice. And their first line has second liners on them, all right? So they do have some talent there. All right, but just quickly, if you look at our team, I just want to compare. Look, Barchisi, Sedin, and Gerby up on the first line, all right? Shinkaruk, Spezza, and Iginla on the second line. You have first liners on our second line, all right? And then our third line and fourth line fill up nicely. But they might have us covered defensively. I mean, with our injuries to Morgan Riley, Volkanen's back there, all right? And he's only got 65. Pietrangelo and Shattenkirk definitely have our defensemen covered. And then Irving's 84. So, could be a good battle here, all right? I know I've done a lot of talking here. We got to get right into it. So, let's simulate. And our first game is on home ice. And, oh, Morgan Riley is back. Perfect timing. All right, so I just eliminate what I just said there. Volkan. Okay, you know what? This is going to take a long time to change up the lines. So, I just want to remember this. Barchisi, Sedin, Gerby, Shinkaruk, Spets, Iginla. Barchisi, Sedin, Gerby, Spezza, Backlund. All right, so I'll just remember that. Best lines. All right, best lines again. Barchisi, Sedin, Iginla. Oh, no, sorry. Shinkaruk, Spezza. Yeah, Gerby. There you go. Backlund over here. Backlund in the middle. Galchenyuk over there. Wheeler, Talbot, LaRose, Como. Yep. It's saying to put Quincy up there, but we're gonna go with Ryan Murray, and Morgan Riley, and then Quincy and Brody. Reinhardt and Ristolainen, yep. Shinkaruk, no. I want a Gerby up here. And then, not Iginla. I want Backlund instead of Iginla. There you go. Alright, so we're good now. Yeah, everything's set. Yes, Irving's in the net. Perfect. All right, so we're good to go. We're ready to start, and we got Morgan Riley back, one of our first-line defensemen, so that really helps us out, okay? So come on, boys. On home ice, the Red Sea is going crazy now. Let's give them something to cheer about. Let's make it a good series, if anything, all right? We can definitely compete with these guys, so here we go. First period. It didn't start off too good, all right? Perron starts the series off with the first goal. Morgan Riley, so he comes back from his injury, gets a nice goal, so that'll help his confidence. But then Berglund scored with less than a minute left in the first. So they got 2 goals on 6 shots. Irving so far has been amazing for us. I don't know, so far kind of a weak first period, but don't worry, Irving, you can bounce back. Second period. All right, he allowed another goal. Barchisi scored, so we're scoring goals on them. I would have thought it might be a little tough to score goals on these guys, but they're scoring goals as well, which is going to be a problem. If they score goals, there's going to be a big problem, all right? Third period, come on now. Come on, we need a quick one. Power play, we're on the power play. Come on now. We need a quick one. Come on, there it is, Jason Spetz. All right, so our boys are scoring goals. All right, our first liners and second liners are scoring goals. Penalty kill, good job. Gerby, he comes through in the clutch, come on. On front of the home ice fans, oh, what a playoff game. You know how exciting of a game that would have been. Oh, yes, a 2-goal third period in the Ottawa, saying Ottawa because I had Spezza. Calgary Flames came back from being down 3-2 to win 4-3. Unbelievable. Very good. Very good. I thought we were going to lose that first game because, you know, like, to me, the way the matchup looks, if they keep us from scoring, they're going to win, okay? Because I don't see them scoring too many goals. Just because if they don't score too many goals, if they score goals, then we should be scoring goals because we have the better offensive players, you think, right? So if we're not scoring goals, it's really going to hurt us because it looks like they have the better goalie and defenseman. So they're a defensive-minded team. But that game, they got 3 goals before the third period, so it's kind of like, what the hell, they can score? But since we scored 4 goals, it makes sense, all right? If they can score, we can score, absolutely. No doubt about it. They're not that much better, all right, defensively than we are, and we are a lot better offensively. Hopefully no injuries happened. Yeah, I don't think any injuries happened. No, we're good. All right, so game 2. All right, I thought we were going to lose that game. I was already kind of committed to it. So here we go. I mean, let's win this. Let's go up 2-0 back to St. Louis, and then we only have to win one of those games. So come on. Come on now. First period. Let's go. I want to see something from... Oh, I was just going to say. I should have just skipped it. Whatever. I'm not going to jinx them. First period. All right. Sabatka. Little fast Russian. I don't know if he's Russian. Sounds like a Russian name. Or maybe he's Greek. The Wire, baby. Second period. Oh, my God. Still can't score. All right. It's turning into one of those games I thought it was going to be. You know, they might be able to get 1 or 2. And if they can keep us from scoring, that's the kind of game style they want with Halak and that Pietrangelo and Shattenkirk. Come on, boys. There it is. Hunter Shinkaruk. So our second and first lines are definitely getting points for us. I'm liking it. Come on. Can we get one more? Come on. It could be a great start to this third round. We're going to overtime, Spezza. Yes. All right, huge, boys. This is huge. This is huge. I thought for sure we would lose one game at least. This is huge, all right. Especially the way the games were going, man. Two games with a third period comeback. Unbelievable. All right. So, I don't know what to do. I guess we shouldn't do anything. Yeah, okay. I keep on thinking that I want to change up the lines for some reason. I don't know why. I just keep it the same. We're doing good. Everyone's scoring. Our first 2 lines are scoring. Don't need to mess with anything. And you know what? Irving came back from that 3-goal performance in that game. He had another game where he only allowed like 1 goal or got the shutout. So, again, if Irving can just play amazing, we don't need to score goals. He's been the star of these playoffs for us. All right, so you guys have already done more than I've asked for. We're going into St. Louis. Just win one of these 2 games, all right? Just win one of these 2 games. If you win the first one, that'd be real good. But all we need to do is win one of these first 2 games, all right? So here we go. First period. Oh, yeah, they're on home ice. Yep, they're pissed off. I knew they were a good team. This was going to be a competitive series. I knew it had to be. All right, they got some studs on that team. So the game's not over yet, but we need 1. We need to trim it to 2 before the end of this, before the beginning of the third period. We need to. All right, second period. All right, we did it. All right, Kirby. All right. So we trimmed it to 2, sorry. Third period. Let's get 1 before the 10-minute mark, all right? And then it's a game, okay? If we can't get 1 before the 10-minute mark, it's going to be tough. And if they score a goal, then it's over. If they get 1 more goal, it's over no matter what. Come on, get it quick. It's over. It's over. Smith scores. Make it 4-1, 5-1. Yeah, they're pissed off. They're on front of their home ice fans. They're showing us that they're a good team as well. We knew this was going to happen. All right, we knew this was going to happen. That's fine. And, yeah, Dubois is even in the net now. They took out Irving. That's fine. Take him out. Prepare him for Game 4. All right, we're fine. No need to get worried about it. We knew this was going to happen. They had a game where they just dominated us. It's going to happen. All right, don't worry about it, boys. We're still in a good position here. All right, they still need to win 1 more game, and then even then we'd be back to even. So come on now. We can make a 3-1 series lead and like almost punch our way all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm not saying this is a must-win game, but man, you got to have that mentality for this game. We've got to win this game. Come on. This is a gimme. You've got to win this game, boys. You got to show up for this game. You can't have another 5-1. Keep it close. Keep it close to the third period, all right? First period, all right. It's close. It's close. I don't care how many goals they score. Just keep it close. Blake Como. All right, so there you go. We got a goal from the 4th line there. Second period, just keep it close. All right, it's close. All right, so here we go. All right, the game is within striking distance. We can do this now. Anything can happen in the third period. I just didn't want to collapse in the first 2 periods where it was over after 2. All right, so come on. Somebody can step it up for us. And Irving, you know what to do. All right, somebody score a goal for us. Come on, somebody step it up. We got, yes! Gerby! All right, it's not over yet. 10 minutes left. Come on. Come on. Oh, penalty kill. Come on, that's a 4-minute. Yes, good job. Come on. Yes! Irving's a freaking beast. Oh my God! It's gonna. Oh my! I'm not gonna get into that right now. I don't even want to mention anything. I don't want to get anything in this guy's head right now, man. He is playing amazing for us, though. Another 1 goal against performance. Jesus! Like he might be having like a playoff record for save percentage and goals against. I mean, this one game where you let in 5 or 4 goals because Dubois went in, fine. All right, and this other game where you let in 3, fine. All right, but he's provided us 2 games in 4. 2 of the 4 games where he's only allowed 1 goal, man. He's winning us games. Our offense is not scoring anything for him. All right? The last 3 games, we've scored 5 goals, and we've won 2 of those 3 games. My goodness gracious. Amazing. All right, so let's simulate up here. 3-1. Oh, man. Hunter Shinkaruk. Oh, my God. Separated. His estimated turn. August 20th. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. The poor kid. Oh, my God. He playing in his first playoffs, his 3rd round. His team gets up 3-1 in the 3rd round, and he gets injured, and he's not going to be back no matter what happens. Hunter Shinkaruk, buddy. That sucks. That sucks. All right, so who do we got to start here? Konopka, Volkanen. Is there somebody else we can bring up? I guess I could start Konopka, put him on the 4th line. How good is Konopka? 72. No, I'd rather bring up Salanin or Holloway. Or Kreider. You know what? Should we give Kreider a chance? He's a depth forward. If I bring up Holloway... No, I'm going to bring up Holloway. We used him before, and he's 78 overall, so he's definitely more suited to play. We need to... We're up 3-1, but I want to win, man. I want to win. So here we go. Shinkaruk. We're going to have to change the lines. And I don't want to change the lines because we're up 3... Okay, you know what? I was thinking of doing best lines. I'm not going to do best lines. What we're going to do is... What we're going to do, because I want to win this next game because we're going back to home ice. I don't want to change the first line, and the second line, I don't want to change either. All right, but I don't want to change the third line because we've been winning games. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to insert Holloway to wherever Shinkaruk wasn't. All right, for the power play, I'm going to put in Iginla. All right, that's fine. Iginla can go with the... Oh, no. Sedin, Barchisi, Spezza, and Gerby. Gerby can go in for the 4-man power play. Penalty kill, it's going to be... I need... Who do I need? I need another good defensive player. Talbot. Blake Wheeler. Talbot. Yeah, Talbot. He got a few shorties in the playoffs last year, so why not put him in there? I'll put Iggy on the first line with Sedin. 3-man. Yeah, and 4-on-4 lines. I'm just going to put in Holloway. Whatever. All right, the reason is I don't want to affect any other lines. All right, I'm just going to put in Holloway to the second line. But if we lose this game, then I can change it up. All right, we'll still have a 3-2 series lead. All right, let's just see what happens. I don't want to affect the first or third line because, again, we've been winning games, okay? So I just don't want to touch anything. So we'll see how it looks with Holloway on the second line. And if we lose this game by a big amount, then we'll change it up. All right? So here we go. Did they suffer any injuries there either? David Perron has been injured for a week or so, so he could be back. All right, might only be like an injury that he could play through, but he also might be gone. So that's our first line left wing as well. That's huge. So here we go, boys. Game 5 on front of our home ice fans. Come on now. Audience, fans, you guys have got to get loud. Give our team confidence. We can make it back to the Stanley Cup Finals, all right? Here we go, boys. First period. All right, so we got one. We kept it close. All right, so Steen got one, but Backlund, that's why I didn't want to change up that third line. Good job, Backlund. All right, come on now. And we only had 3 shots on the net. Come on, we got to get more shots on the net. Come on now. Second period. They're starting to play really good. Yep. Look at the shots already. It's like 29-12. It's not looking good. All right, so they got a 2-goal lead. They're breaking up our party right now. All right, we got a quick one. Gerby, he's been getting some clutch goals for us in this series. We got a quick one. Power play. Another goal, Backlund. Holy crap. We got 2 goals in just under 5 minutes. Jesus. Another one, Barchisi, power play. No freaking way. What a third period. Can the Calgary... Oh, they do it. The Calgary Flames. We're going back to the Stanley Cup Finals. Another game in which Calgary comes back in the third period. Unbefreaking-leavable. Holy crap, what a game. I thought it was over. We scored 3 third-period goals to take us from 3-1 to 4-3. Unbelievable, man. Barchisi, Backlund, Gerby. Our power play finally starting to come through. Everyone's playing great in this round. Oh, my God. Yes! And we actually got some goals for Irving right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about, all right? We have the offense that we can score 4 or 5 a game. And if we do, hell, man, you're only helping Irving out, all right? Look, Irving won us 2 games, and our offense won us 2 games as well. That's what I love. 4-3 victories and 2-1 victories. Hell yeah, boys. Hell yeah. And look at this. The Calgary Flames are off to the Stanley Cup Finals. And we're against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, no. We may have to sabotage it, boys. We may have to sabotage it. I'm a Leaf fan. I'm a Leaf fan at heart. I may be the GM of the Calgary Flames, but I'm a Leaf fan. We may have to sabotage it to ensure that the Toronto Maple Leafs win. I'm kidding. I would never do that. I'm kidding. All right, but look at that. We don't have home ice advantage. They were the better team. So we got to start off in the Air Canada Center. Very interesting. All right, so wow, what a series. What a series. A quick one, man. Only 5 games. I thought they were a better team than that. But every game was, except for the game that they won, every time we won, it was only a 1-goal game. So it was close. Even though we won 5-1, it was a close series. 4-1, sorry. All right, so there you go. We beat the St. Louis Blues and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Wow, the Toronto Maple Leafs swept the Islanders. So they're coming in on fire as well. You got 2 versus 5. All right, and before we end this, I know you guys probably want to see this. I should just do this after every playoff round. All right. I don't remember exactly who had what going into the round, so I won't be able to tell exactly who played amazing in that round specifically. But Barchisi, he played amazing. I think he had, like 6 points? I think that's what it was. So 6 or 7 points in 5 games. That's great. Sedin's up to 10. Gerby had an amazing, look, 7 goals for Gerby. He's all goals, man. Backlund 8 points. Shinkaruk 8 points. We're going to miss him. He's not coming back whatsoever, so we're going to miss him. Blake Wheeler, Spezza, Iginla only 4 points, but he's the leader, man. He's the leader. All right, defenseman. Brody, Riley, all right, looks like that. And goaltenders, Irving's goals against went up a little bit. 2 games we allowed 3. That other game we allowed 4. But doesn't matter. I don't care. He's winning us games, all right? Save percentage of 94.6. Goals against average of 1.46, all right? Unbelievable goaltending. So there you go, boys. Stanley Cup Finals. What a rebound year, all right? Stanley Cup Finals in year 3. And that's coming up next. Wish us luck, boys. And I'll see you in the finals.